Hotel Bamboo's on here with Bam Margera, the one and only, and we are here in Montreal. How's it going, man?
Cold.
Cold. It is fucking cold, man. You should have been here a couple days ago. It was worse.
Actually, this is the warmest day of the tour.
Really?
Honestly,
Jesus.
It's almost been a month, and once we got to Montana, it was like minus 20. Then we went to Calgary, it was minus 30. It was like retardedly fucking freezing. Like even just getting off the bus to go into like a convenience store, you would have like icicles on your chin already.
Pretty much, man. It was like almost the same temperature fucking yesterday or the day before, man. I swear to God, like wind was blowing in my eyes, and I fucking closed my eyes for a second. My lashes stuck together. That's how fucking cold it was.
And I witnessed the whole band one by one get fucking tour aids. Like
what's that?
Just being sick from the cold weather,
shit.
Going out all sweaty from finishing the show. So my brother got it first, then I got it, then Hannah got it, then Ollie got it. Like, you know, as soon as you can tell that somebody's been sleeping in their bunk for 3 days straight, except for playing the show, you know that they got it.
Yeah, they're fucked, man. Well, I mean, other than the cold weather, how has the tour been?
Good.
Yeah.
I get a little cabin fever in here though, because I don't fucking leave.
Well,
I stay here until it's time to go into the venue.
yeah.
Then I do the show.
Yeah.
Today I walked around a bit, but it's just too fucking cold to leave.
Yeah, dude, fucking come back in the summer. It's a lot better, man. I swear, I promise. All right, man. So, what can you tell me about the very beginnings of this band? How did this all start up?
I was in LA and I met this dude who was doing like dubstep beats, and I wanted to do this one song called "Bend My Dick to My Ass So I Could Fuck Myself."
Right, yeah.
And then we did it that day, and then I played it to my friend Alex, who's in Guttermouth from Australia, and then we just started jamming one day, doing like clutch songs, and he's like, "Dude, we should start a band." I'm like, "Yeah, Fuckface Unstoppable," and then he just started later, he's like, "That's perfect." So then it's just like my house is already a like band practicing space, so the equipment was already there, and then we just started jamming, and then next thing you know, we got offers from like UK and Finland and whatever in Australia to go do shows, so it just happened really fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was reading up on an interview, and you were talking about how you were in Australia, and you said that was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck was that tour anyway? What made it so different from...
I think, well, I guess they're just more rowdy, or they appreciate it more that, like, you're a band from the USA who is across the globe to play, so it's like, you know, I guess if I own a club in Westchester, Pennsylvania, if there's like some Australian rock band there to play, I would go check it out, you know?
Like, yeah, for sure, man.
I guess you just appreciate it a bit more, like, alright, these dudes came from Australia to play for some Pennsylvanians, I better go check it out.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, speaking of the song that everyone knows, you know, I mean, those are like weird rap, dubstep songs. You have a couple of them. And I mean, how does that tie into what you actually play? Like the majority of the songs that you play, how is that like the same band? Why did you?
Well, the good thing about Fuckface Unstoppable is it could be fucking reggae, it could be a punk song, it could be a rock song, it could be a goddamn country song. I don't care. Whatever I like, I'll just do.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
That's the good thing about being a fuckface. It's unstoppable.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, what do you think about the people that probably get the wrong impression, or they think you guys are just a rap dubstep band? Like,
well, then they didn't do enough research and they go fuck themselves.
Well, fair enough. Hence, fuck face, I guess.
When you type in one song that sounds like dubstep, I'm not seeing a bunch of dubstep songs. Well, if you did any research, it's mainly punk rock.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is pretty good. You do a lot of covers. I mean, why did you decide to cover those bands? I guess they're influential to
Well,
you.
not only that, most people never even heard of it before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, A, they're hearing it for the first time. B, it's good. C, the bands that wrote it don't even play those anymore because they're so old and outdated, I guess. But, you know, like, we play 3 Clutch songs, and the only one that they still play live to this date is Earth Rock. The other 2, they're like 4 albums ago, you know. Those dudes pump out an album a year. They're up to like 10 or 12 now.
Jesus. All right. Well, I mean, talking also about the band, the beginnings of the band. It's a few members from CKY. So how does that feel? Obviously, your brother is in CKY. So how does that feel touring with them, touring with your brother? What's that like?
They all love it. You know, we don't argue on this tour. We don't fight on this tour. CKY is just on their tours, just one big fucking fight. Like
Jesus,
Chad's
really?
yelling at Darren. Darren's throwing Jess's laptop out the window.
Fuck.
Fucking Vern's all drunk in the corner. You know, like whatever. It's just they could barely make it through a tour. They would have to fight each other, then quit halfway through each time. So it's like, fuck it. I'll just do Fuckface Unstoppable, do a few cover songs, do a few original songs, and then we'll have a fun tour. How about that?
Yeah, why not, man? Well, speaking of which, I mean, what can people expect from your live shows anyway? I hear it's just debauchery. I've never seen one so far by any.
Yeah, the crowd gets pretty rowdy.
Yeah.
I usually just go with the flow. Like last night we played in Ottawa, and the opening band, I don't even want to give him the fucking benefit to even say his fucking name, but I let him open for me, and then he's giving me the finger when I'm playing, and I'm like, I didn't know this yet that he opened for me. I'm like, stop the song. Why are you giving me the finger? I want to know. Get the fuck up here, fat ass. You know, and then I do, and then he pretty much pussied out when he was up there. Then he starts giving me the finger again when I start the song back, and then I'm like, get up here, I'm gonna kick your ass. Then he grabs a bottle and throws it at me. I duck and it hits the drum kit and cuts my brother.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, and like, you know, the band was all apologetic about it. They're like, our singer's a fucking drunk fat idiot. Like, sorry about that. Like, if Nickelback asked me to open for them, I would just simply say no thanks, but thanks for the offer. Like, I'm not too fond of that band, but they might be cool dudes, but I wouldn't say yes and then give them the finger after I just opened for them. It doesn't make sense.
That's just not very classy, man. Alright, well, what would you say were your influences anyway? I mean, as far as I remember, you're super into metal and all that.
I like everything, really. Like, you could go from In Flames to Amon Amarth to Yellow Wolf to fuck, I even like dubstep, reggae, the Hives, the Sounds, the Rakes. The list goes on. The only thing that I don't really like is like cheesy country. You know, like I like outlaw country, but like that cheesy ass country shit, like Travis Tritt, I don't know, that kind of stuff.
Garth Brooks, I think. I'm not even sure. Fuck. Alright. Speaking of live shows, though, when you came in last time to Montreal, you had Alyssa White Glutes that came in and guest vocals. You know, from Montreal's very own, The Agonist.
Yeah.
And so, how did that come about? How did you meet her? How did that...
She played at my bar in Westchester, and I just popped my head in just to see who was playing. I'm like, who the fuck is this death metal band with a girl with blue hair sounding like Danny Filth from Cradle of Filth? And then we talked, and I was like, so where are you guys staying? Like, in a Walmart parking lot in our van. I'm like,
what the fuck, yeah.
Come over to my fucking house. I have 6 bedrooms. Shut the fuck up and come over. So ever since then, it was like my house is your house type deal. So whenever they swing by the Philly area, they always stay over, and then that's pretty much how we became friends.
That's awesome. And can we expect an appearance tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Well, there you go. It's happening tonight.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, going into other things outside of music, what can you tell me about Jackass 4? What's going on with that?
Well, I pretty much have more than half of it written, and I know that they've been doing it as well. But Knoxville has a project at the moment that I think he's going to start doing, and he just finished Bad Grandpa. So.
Yeah.
And plus it's cold, so we're probably not going to start until maybe April.
Yeah. Fair enough, man. I think most of us can sympathize with that. All right, well, what's next for you in general, music-wise, anything else?
Well, just doing this, and I've been working on this movie. I actually have the whole editing room in the back right now, so when I'm not in there playing, I'm back here editing, and there's a book to go with it as well, and the movie's called I Needed Time to Stay Useless. And it's about, like, the world tour and, you know, me being a drunk piece of shit after Dunn died and all that.
Oh.
You know, so there's some rock parts, some sad parts, some dope, funny parts, whatever.
Just real parts, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, not to cut into anything funny after that, because I sympathize. But I have random Q&A that the general audience may or may not give a shit about.
Yeah.
All right. So, best stunt in your opinion you ever pulled?
Probably the loop.
Oh God.
Just because not many people, only 13 people have done it.
Yeah.
And I'm one of them, so
Yeah.
I'm stoked on that.
Yeah. I fucking remember in Jackass a lot of people trying to do that loop and just like halfway through fucking
Yeah.
falling.
I was
Yeah,
one of them. It
jokes.
actually took me 3 years to do it.
Oh really?
That was my first attempt.
Yeah.
And the second one was a year later at Bob Burnquist's house. And then the third attempt was in Phoenix at the Tony Hawk Tour. And finally I landed it on that.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, that was
So 3 years it took me to do that thing.
fucking jokes, man. It takes practice. All right. Second question. Favorite town to hit up out of all the places you've been to?
Favorite town? Well, it depends on the season, but I like Quebec City a lot.
Yeah.
And I also like Bali,
Bali.
Indonesia.
Oh, and just it's nice there all the time,
And
man.
it's nice there all the time. So
Yeah, as opposed
I
to
guess
here.
I'll go with that one.
Yeah, fair enough. Best place to fuck.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Fair enough. I can go with that.
Anywhere, like, except the bedroom.
Except the bedroom. Which,
Just because it's so predictable. I'd rather fuck behind a dumpster or on the floor or like up there by the microwave.
floor's better than a dumpster too, man. Worst injury you've ever sustained?
Cracking my head open. I dove into this fucking moat that they claim was 7 feet deep, but it was only 2 feet deep, and it was sharp rocks at the bottom. And
Oh, God.
my neck always just fucking cracks, and
Dude.
I have 16 staples in my head.
Oh man.
That sucked.
Yeah.
That like totally ruined. Like every day, it just.
I mean, it's not as bad, but I mean, I've fallen on my ass a couple times on some stairs, and dude, I can't walk sometimes.
It's
like I'm
one
walking,
of
and
those
I'm like,
things like that. I don't even think like a surgery could fix the
Yeah.
cracking of the neck. Like
Yeah.
it's just fucked.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I feel you on that. All right, last question, and in my opinion, the most important question: favorite type of beer or alcohol, liquor in general.
I honestly switch it up all the time, but not necessarily beer. I don't know. Sometimes I just like sipping on scotch on the rocks.
Yeah.
Then I'll do like I just did vodka and carrot juice today.
Oh, what the fuck is that, dude?
And you know what? It wasn't that bad.
That sounds pretty bad. I
It
don't know, man.
It really wasn't that bad. And like beer's fine, but you know, it takes me at least 7 of these things to even get a buzz. So
Yeah.
then I'll just feel like, ugh, like so.
Yeah. All fucking
You
full,
just
like
do
we were
scotch
talking
on the
about.
rocks, then you won't feel bloated, but
Yeah.
you buzz on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I forgot one fucking question. 2 bands were to fuck, and your band were the child. Who would the parents be?
Wait, say it again.
If 2 bands were to fuck, and your band were the child, who would the parents be?
Man, that's tough. It's really, really, really tough. Let's just say. Let's try Clutch in the Agony.
Works it, man.
Let's see how that one goes.
Any last words for the fans?
Rock like fuck. Over and out.